I'm Kristen Marcella, Deputy Director of Economic Development for the City of San Diego, and we'd really like to thank you all for all the hard work that you've done to get the organization to this point. And I'd like to start off by welcoming Councilmember Vivian Moreno up to the stage.
It's safe there, right?
Yeah.
Well, good evening. How's everybody doing? I think we're all very much happy to be here. And as was mentioned, my name is Vivian Moreno, and I'm your council member here in the city of San Diego. And this is Michelle, my daughter. So it's an honor to join you here tonight for the first annual meeting and board election of the San Ysidro Community and Economic Development Corporation. Can we say that one more time? Yes! Let's give a round of applause. It's a special moment, obviously, for San Ysidro as we celebrate the formation of a new organization dedicated to strengthening our local economy and supporting our small businesses. I want to start off by thanking a few of the folks from the city of San Diego. Elizabeth Studebaker, let's give her a round of applause. Christine Marcella, and Restaraunt, partnership for your dedication to the community, to San Ysidro, to the community of San Ysidro. I also want to recognize our interim board of directors for their leadership and also commitment to the community. We have Carol Kang, Colette Giselle, Jose Alfredo Ripa, Marni, Levy, Wilton, Virginia Ave, Jester, Silvana, Alaniz, and Look, it's been really rough for San Ysidro. Anybody in this room can attest to that, from COVID to what's happening right now in the international or in the national politics. Our commitment to San Ysidro is 1,000% there. There are a lot of things that we're working on for you guys, and I want to let you know a little sneak peek about what we're doing. The San Ysidro Intermodal Transit Center is the busiest transit center in the MTS line. 11,000 folks jump on that line on any given day, compared to 12th and Imperial that has about half. So it has about 5,000 folks jumping on it. The level of commitment and commitment by MTS to the community of San Ysidro, I think I hate to say it, it's been dismal. So I've been pushing them to make sure that they're committed to our community, especially when it comes to transportation and the thousands of folks that cross the border. American, tourist, we don't care, right? You just, as long as you're spending some money, come on over. And so the commitment to the San Ysidro Intermodal Transit Center, so you guys know, there's about a 30% design complete. 30% of the design is complete. Sandag is overseeing that project. That's gonna pick up ground really quickly. And so I ask you guys to stay committed to, that's the trolley stop. We're not talking about the, sorry about that, you guys, but you were all parents, right? This is San Ysidro. And so we're not talking about the trolley that crosses, we're talking about the actual trolley stop. And the terminal, thank you, yeah. So I'm making sure that Sandag and MTS stay committed to our community when it comes to transportation needs of our district. And I want to see that project come to fruition. I have 13 months left in my term. That project will probably not be done for another 10 years. So we need you guys to stay on top of that, right? To make sure that we're having community meetings, to make sure that we're getting what we want from that terminal. Also, one of the things that that we've done in other parts of the city that I think this would be super beneficial for San Ysidro would be for the California Transportation Commission to come out and do a study for our transportation needs from the 805 to the 15. It's called an environmental justice study. Palm Avenue has one, Imperial Avenue has one as well, and I think it's high time that San Ysidro get one. So that's another thing that I definitely want to be pushing for you guys. And so, like I said, my commitment to the community is 100% here. I've lived in San Ysidro for 10 years. We just moved about a year and a half ago, but we just moved up the hill, so we're still here. And so I just want to thank you guys for your commitment to San Ysidro, and wish everybody who ran today luck. Hopefully you get right. Yeah, thank you for voting. Thank you for being here. And we are here to serve, so let us know how we can be in service. Oh, it's her turn, you guys. So next is Michelle Rodriguez.
Hi, Ripa.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Alrighty, everyone, so we also want to thank Lucero, who's here from Mayor Todd Gloria's office and joining us. I think everyone here is just really excited that you all have worked so hard to get to this point, and I believe we have some results to announce. Yes?
We can have Liz, right? Liz Roth, talk first? No?
No. Christine was going to speak on behalf of the department. You can provide, and you were just thanking everybody, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I think it's just good.
But again, just as the council member said, we want to thank the interim board and for all of you that came to all of the monthly meetings that were happening month after month to really talk about what you all wanted this organization to do, how you wanted it to be led, and we know that that was a lot of your time and your patience and your dedication to this community to really make sure that this organization that is getting stood up is nurtured by and for the community and driven by the community's own needs. So with that, I get to bring up Gustavo, and thank you to Gustavo and Civic Community Partners for all the work that they can do.
Thank you, and thanks for the opportunity. Okay, so I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see your faces. So one of the things I wanted to share just a little bit is, as our council member mentioned, we're a new entity. It's pretty exciting. And I know on behalf of Civic, I just want to thank all the folks that have supported this endeavor. I equally want to thank the city for your help. It's been a pleasure to work with the city. It still is a pleasure. We have a lot of work left to do. But we are a new entity. And so I recognize many of you. But just as a reminder, we are what do we call it? The San Ysidro Community and Economic Development Corporation. But we can refer to it now as the community, CEDC, right? So this kind of rolls off your tongue, right? CEDC. But if you don't remember what the mission is, let me go ahead and read it to you guys real quick. So our mission, for those who may not be familiar with it, it's to build a more resilient, prosperous community by creating access to new economic opportunities, supporting local businesses, and fostering partnerships that promote sustainable development for binational community of San Ysidro, its residents, and its visitors. With that said, we also have the vision, right? And the vision for this entity is to be a vibrant and thriving community where its businesses, its residents, and its visitors all benefit from the advocacy and initiatives championed by the San Ysidro CEDC that leans into and takes advantage of its cross-border culture that serves as a destination for people to come work, live, play, and create new binational model for the world to behold. And I wanted just to share those two pieces because this new board that's coming in, right? We have an interim board that served for the purpose of establishing a new entity, right? We had to do the paperwork for the state. Now we're officially a nonprofit, if you will. We have our ID number, our tax ID number, and we even have our own PO box. But the next thing for this incoming board is we still have to do a website. We still have to eventually, right, sooner than later, probably identify an executive director. Very important. We also have a logo. We got to start making the committees start to put to work. right? So there's a lot of work for this incoming board. And so one of the things that I also wanted to share with you is we're really proud at Civic to have two gentlemen that have joined in the capacity of this new entity. And I just want to remind you that we've gotten some grant dollars for these young men, right, to work with us and support us. Many of you already know Javier Ackerman. Javier? And I don't know whether I need to apologize, council member, or because we cherry-picked Leo. Leo just joined the team, and I say that because he worked and advocated in community, organized your community on your staff for a little bit as well. So, kind of sucks that you found out here, right?
You know what? This is great news, and it's a testament of his hard work, so
Well,
congratulations.
Yeah, we think so too, and we're very excited to have both these gentlemen be on the team. One from USD and one from San Diego State, so it's a great presence in our college work. And one of the things that Leo has in his hands, if you don't mind helping to pass that out, Leo, on December 11th, we are having, as part of our launching of our initiatives for capacity training, the San Ysidro Community Economic Development Corporation has partnered, right, with Apex. And Apex is a cousin of the SBDC at Southwestern College, the Small Business Development Corporation. How many of you know landscapers, accountants, architects, what else? Painters, contractors, show of hands. Well, and how many of those live here in San Ysidro? Show of hands, right? Well, the whole purpose of what is before you is that on December 11th, the CEDC is going to host its first workshop under the new name for procurement. This is an opportunity that we're going to partner with Apex to deliver the course. Imagine having two panel discussions on how to procure with the anchor institutions here in San Ysidro, which are what? The school, right? The library, MTS, the local nonprofits, Andres, even the Las Americas too. So imagine how we can teach our business members in the community, how do I procure contracts, right? How do I get an anchor contract? And perhaps that might just be the difference of having not just a good year, but a great year, right? So that's gonna happen on December 11th. And then we're going to launch in the first quarter of next year, 10 different cohorts. And the CEDC is going to sign a memorandum of understanding. I'm going to ask for your permission, right? So that you guys can sign your first MOU with Apex and the SBDC folks for this cohort of training. Okay? So these are some trainings that are happening, and the folks that are getting the word out, Javier and Leo. All right. So, thank you. All right, so I know enough of that. I know many of you wanted to know what the results were. And I'm trying to pull them up here on my phone, my notes. So hang on one second. My apologies. All right, so this is what happens when you don't have your glasses. Here we go. All right, so we've counted, first and foremost, thank you very much for submitting your ballots. Some of you delivered them in person today. Most of you delivered. When I opened the P.O. box a couple of days ago and again today, I was so happy to see a P.O. box that was jammed. It couldn't fit. It wasn't the biggest P.O. box, but no, it was a little bigger than that, Marni. But there was no room for any more of the, Cane's sandwiches or the Arby's coupons. So that was probably a good thing. All right, so I have here, I'm pleased to announce that 11 board members have been elected to serve on the Community Economic Development Corporation. The 6 candidates with the highest number of votes, the first 6, are going to serve for 2 years. And then the remaining 5 candidates are going to serve for 5 years. So that kind of staggers for 1 year. I'm sorry, what did I say?
5 years.
5 years, how about that? All right, no, so the first 6, 2 years, the remaining 5, 1 year, all right? So I was handed this by our folks over in the accounting team. And they are the following. So for the first 6 in the 2-year term, congratulations to the following folks. Silvana, Alaniz. Congratulations. Jose Alfredo Ripa. Marni, Levy, Alaniz, Ripa, and Carol Kang. They will serve with a 2-year capacity term. And then the remaining 5 for their 1-year term are the following: Vicky Sharma, Joe Yusuf, Ernesto Medina, Sunil, and Osman, and I'm going to butcher the last name, Itilti? Is he here? Is she here? No? Osman Itilti. So those are your 11 folks according to the tabulations this afternoon. So congratulations to all of you. We have the black box for another hour or so. Enjoy. And thank you to Rincon for the foods. And there's plenty, and we also have beer and wine, but I think that's on one's own pocket. So, but thank you for making that possible. So I'm going to return the mic over here to...
And we did want to thank the Black Box for opening up this amazing venue. I don't know how many people knew that this was here, or that this was creating opportunities for arts and culture and music. We have a live painter that's outside and fire pits out there. And so I wanted to ask Albert if he wanted to come up to let everyone know how this space could be utilized by the community. So let's thank him for being our host tonight.